times I've done this, it would be so easy for me to remember to press record. But there we go. Okay. Okay. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Billie Eilish. How are we looking on audio? We looking okay? I look like I'm okay. Have you said the words?
I don't know.
We did a bit of a sound check.
It was okay earlier.
It was fine. We're probably okay, huh? Let us know if we're too quiet, and then we'll whisper. I'm excited. Never heard Billie Eilish before.
I don't know anything about her.
You've never heard Billie Eilish before. 2.7 billion streams. 2.2 billion streams.
So what we're saying is that we're in the minority as far as...
Yeah, 1.1 billion. 1.1 billion.
You know what makes me feel super old? Because she's really cool, isn't she?
I've seen like a little bit of her like interviews and stuff like. She seems pretty chill. She seems like a pretty.
That's the vibe that I got.
Yeah,
but I mean,
she seems
from almost
chill.
nothing.
She seems like a reasonable person. Sparkle says she's amazing. Her song's popular at malls. 17. Okay, there we go. So she was 17 when this album was made. I know that her and her brother make the albums together. Phineas is her brother. Phineas does, I think, the bulk of the production. I don't know if it's all of the production, but the bulk of the production.
Where are they from?
I think she's born in L.A. Yeah. And so two things that have captured my interest with Billie Eilish is that obviously she's massive, so I'd like to just hear her music.
Yeah.
But last year she came out with her most recent album. I forget what it's called. And she was doing her rollout tour. You know, she was on Stephen Colbert, and he had held up like the record cover. Mm-hmm. And he was asking her, you know, what is this cover about? And she's like, no, you tell me. Because she loves when people take her art and interpret it for themselves. She loves hearing what other people think about what she's done in terms of like the artistic appreciation, interpretation, experience, that kind of thing.
So she's a little bit of an old soul.
I don't know what that means exactly, but sure, yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree with the definition that I don't understand, but yes. No, I really like an artist who makes something, has a goal, has an idea, you know, does it, but then also understands when I put it out into the world,
and then lets it go.
It becomes theirs, you know, and then they have their experience. Mm-hmm. And I love that somebody who creates something can then turn around and have a whole new experience with their own thing by seeing how it bounces off of somebody else, you know.
That can say a lot about her, like not being selfish enough to like keep it, to be able to share it. Yeah,
well, and two, like some people get cranky, like this is what it means, and you can't think anything else. And it's like, okay, whatever. But when I saw her, because the cover for the other album is like this, there's like this door in a big pool, and she's falling through the door into the water, and apparently it was this whole ordeal to like do it. It took forever, and she wouldn't tell Stephen Colbert what it, or maybe she did. It's been a year since I've seen this, but she was all excited about what his interpretation of that was, you know. And so, you know, she's 17 when she did this. The question, when we all fall asleep, where do we go? We were looking, I was showing her some of the summaries here on Genius, you know, this whole sleep paralysis thing. I didn't know she had a bunch of sleep paralysis. I didn't know she had lucid dreams where she can control her dreams. It does kind of make for a more interesting question, right? Like, if you just fall asleep and then you wake up the next day, it's not really a compelling question. But if you fall asleep and have very vivid dreams that you can control, it feels like a different experience.
Right.
You know, like, what the fuck is happening?
Especially because that's not how dreams are supposed to work.
Well, I don't know about supposed to, but...
Well, I read a book.
Oh, you read... Oh, right. You were talking about that, yeah. She read a book.
I read a book. A book.
A book.
Which means I'm a super expert on this.
Right.
But it was saying that dreams are our brain's way of being creative, and it purposely puts random things together. And that's why dreams are so weird, is because it's our brain's way of putting things together that wouldn't necessarily fit. And that's why there's a composer who used to yell at people if they woke him up when he was sleeping, because he purposely would find his creativity in his sleep. So the whole fact that she can control it, so her brain is not putting those creative things together.
That's kind of interesting.
But then she puts it into music. That kind of breaks my brain a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and like dreams, there was this. I've been rewatching The Sopranos, and that one episode that was all this really bizarre dream. I don't think you watched it. I think you were in the other room. Mm-hmm. But there was one where his teeth are falling out, and I guess apparently that's like in your dream that's supposed to represent losing control, like a stress form of losing control. You don't have because your teeth fall. Like obviously it's a stressful thing, but you can't stop it from happening, type of a deal. Have you ever had any weird dreams? Really weird dreams?
My dreams are kind of mundane.
Oh yeah, nothing really jumps out in terms of like something that you remember. No. Anyway, we got a bunch of first-time chatters. We got CK Leo. First album was the best one. Hello, Mrs. or Mrs. Bobbert by Shadity. I'd guess. 4th of July was good. I still got all my fingers. I didn't touch any fireworks. I didn't touch them. That was somebody else's job. That was nice. Anyway, shall we dive in?
Yes.
Okay. So we got 14 tracks. The first one's kind of a 13-second nothing that drops into track 2. 43 minutes, so not too long of a runtime here. Producer is Phineas, so that's her brother.
Are her eyes closed? Or...
No, they're like whited out right there. Yeah. So sleep paralysis is also, from what I understand or recall somewhat, is kind of associated with like evil presences. People, I guess it's common to, if you have sleep paralysis, to also feel like there's some sort of presence in the room that's oppressive and what have you. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to scare you. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to be safe.
The book didn't talk about sleep paralysis.
No.
Or I skipped that chapter.
But they do talk about like paralysis demons or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. From Spain. Wow. Hi, Ivy. And yes, this is my wife. This one's mine. This one. I only get sleep paralysis if I'm on my belly. You should get a bigger belly. Then you can't sleep on your belly. And you have to sleep on your side. And then you don't get the paralysis no more. That's my advice. That's my pro tip.
You just kind of teeter-totter.
Yeah. They're like being on a boat. Oh, you lean to this way, and then you lean to this way a little bit. Anyway. Okay, opening track is a bunch of exclamation points. It's 13 seconds. It drops into Bad Guy. We'll just let it roll right into Bad Guy. Phineas is producing on both. Are we ready to listen to Billie Eilish for the first time?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And kind of an odd cover. She's got the crazy eyes going on right there. What I like what they did with the cover is the bed being tall because it makes her look like a little kid. Her feet are dangling. Mm-hmm. And then also, too, of course, when you're a kid, you're always wondering about what's under the bed. And it makes
E.T. is under my bed.
Yes, she's terrified of E.T.
That's what's under my bed. Or was. Yeah. Don't trust him.
He's always trying to use your damn phone and make long-distance calls, run up your bill. Isn't he, E.T.?
No.
That son of a bitch. You going to pay for that phone call, E.T.? No. You ain't got no money. You ain't from here.
I'm not touching him. He wants you to touch his finger, and that's... No. He's creepy, wrinkly. No.
If E.T. were Hammer, let's just say we would have beaten him with hammers. Or we're real. We would have beaten him with hammers. A bed is like the top is heaven and the bottom is hell. That's an interesting idea. Huh.
Because
well, the top is soft and comfortable and warm and safe, and underneath is cold and hard and dark things. And that's kind of an interesting idea. Good job there. However you pronounce your name in the chat. Good job. I like that. Yeah. All right, let's go. We've been screwing about quite a bit. Here we go. Here's track 1. I don't expect anything from it. And then we'll roll into Bad Guy, which is track 2.
My Invisalign has...
I have taken out my Invisalign.
taken out my Invisalign, and this is the album.
This is the album, so...
She's 17, right?
Yeah. Oh. Kind of makes me think of White Stripes.
That's what I was thinking. When you were saying that she does this with her brother, I was like, White Stripes.
This is cool. Oh, we got some snaps. I like snaps.
This is fun. This is fun.
This is cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's both.
This is fucking cool.
This is good slumber party music.
Oh yeah, sure. This is neat, man. No wonder it's got 2.7 billion streams.
Oh,
God damn.
Yeah, I could listen to this on repeat for a long time. With like cookie dough and Skittles and a bunch of Coke. The soda.
A bunch of coke. Alright, girls. We're gonna kick off the summer party now. This is neat, man.
E.T. produced this song. I'm not gonna live that one down.
Yeah, that was a great track.
Yes.
Great track.
Let's just listen to this one.
And that's it?
Yeah.
We're done. Okay, we're done.
Yeah,
Just this song, we're done.
just this one.
That was great.
We don't need the rest of them.
That was great. That was great, man.
That was so fun. And I'm trying to think of something to say besides fun.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean,
But it's
what I like is how good beat. I like how just clean it is.
Yes.
It's not busy. There's stuff going on, and there's a lot to listen to, but it's not overwhelming and filled up with all this stuff.
Yeah, there's precision. Like,
Yeah.
I think the musical term is staccato, when it's like snappy and like it doesn't like draw out. It's just little ting ting tings.
I've never heard Billie Eilish sing before.
Yeah.
So I
don't know. I've never heard her talk.
I had no idea that she had this like kind of a rough whisper type of voice going on.
That might just be that song.
Maybe,
because
yeah.
that goes so well with, I don't know what she was talking about because I wasn't paying attention. But
should we glance? I don't think there's a whole lot in terms of lyrics. White shirt now red, my bloody nose, sleeping you on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one knows, think you're so criminal, bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you or please, I do what I want when I'm wanting. My soul's so skin. Yeah. I mean, I really don't want to. I kind of feel like trying to dump a bunch of meaning into lyrics or lift meaning from the lyrics. Oh wait, actually they're talking about us right here. If she reads all the lyrics, she'll pity the men. I know. I kind of like that.
well, at the end, it sounded like she was taking the guy away from some other girl.
Yeah.
Like those two lines that we looked at, and so, yeah.
So I wonder if the bad guy is just
Her.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. It sounded like.
Well, actually, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy.
that's,
duh.
That's where I got it.
She even puts the duh in there for us so that we really figure it out, don't we?
Oh, we're so smart.
Okay. Well,
We're starting off really well.
That's fine. So here, Clasper says, in an old video, he said checked out a couple of her songs and wasn't into it. I don't remember.
I didn't.
Was that Billie Eilish or was it? It may have been. I remember checking out a couple of Phoebe Bridgers songs. Was it that instead? Because there was. I remember I was considering like maybe doing a reaction to her.
There was a TikTok girl. Is that who you're talking about?
No. This must have been a long time ago. I don't remember at all talking about Billie Eilish. I remember checking out a couple of Phoebe Bridgers and going, oh, okay, all right. Because I really liked the cover that she did for that, what is it, that Here Comes Again, that funny feeling.
Oh, that's her?
That's Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh.
But that's a cover of another person's song. Anyway.
From Larkin Poe?
No, not Larkin Poe. No, Phoebe Bridgers is her own thing. Let's go to 3.
We gotta change out this.
You know, like the cover?
No.
We'll just kind of go like that then, okay?
Okay.
This one's called Xanny.
As in Xanax?
Probably. Yeah, referring to Xanax, a prescription drug used for anxiety treatment. Okay, let's go to the summary here. And popularly known for its recreational use. Oh my. All right, let's drop into 3. Xanny. Here we go. I like 2. That was great.
Yeah.
What is it about them? I must be missing.
And Xanax is supposed to like calm you down, right?
Yeah, for anxiety treatment, yeah.
So now our words are drawn out
Too intoxicated to be scared.
if she's on Xanax.
Better
Yeah,
off
maybe, yeah.
without them. They're nothing but unstable. Bring ashtrays to the table. And that's about the only thing they share.
Huh.
Oh,
jeez. God damn. That's cool.
To feel better.
Oh, yeah. This is with the bass down. I love this part. It's like your vision blur,
Yeah.
shaking type
Yeah.
of a thing.
It is definitely how you'd feel.
That's bad, dude.
When it feels like you're walking through mud.
Don't give me any Xanny now or never. This is cool. Very cool. Again, the production's like open.
Distortion. There.
Yeah.
That's the word I needed. Thank you.
They just keep doing nothing.
Huh. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. I love when artists are just patient. I love when they just allow space to exist, room to exist, and it just puts this element on there. Like, it feels so opposite of, okay, come on, we got to make a hit. We got to get it on the radio. It's got to be 3 minutes flat. We got to go. Oh, I forgot about it. I don't know how to turn that off. I don't know how to turn that off. Silver Lake is Freddie, or not Freddie. What's Silver Lake? Silver Lake is the... I thought Silver Lake... I don't know.
Neighborhood in LA.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
It's
of...
known for its nightlife.
I was thinking of the Jason or whatever, one of the movies. Oh, Crystal Lake. That's Crystal Lake. Never mind.
Okay.
That's
I was
different.
thinking something out of a Disney movie because towards the end, when she starts humming, from there on, it sounds like a Disney movie music.
So let's go through this with the idea of anxiety. And I think she kind of has some social anxiety. I know she does have, she has a little bit of Tourette's. She has a couple tics and stuff like that. And so I think she gets nervous out in public. I think I've heard her say that in an interview. I think. I'm not positive. What is it about them? I must be missing something. They just keep doing nothing, too intoxicated to be scared. And I feel like this is directed at people who are taking Xanax, probably. That would be my guess. Like, I'm too nervous to handle this, so I'm going to take Xanax, but now I'm basically just numb. Mm-hmm. And so my fear is gone, but now I'm not doing anything, which to me makes me think of somebody essentially missing out on an experience that's happening. Mm-hmm. Better off without them. They're nothing but unstable. Bring ashtrays to the table. And that's about the only thing they share. What does this mean? Smoking, her opinion on smoking.
You could just share an ashtray with everybody else who's smoking, right?
Yeah, sure.
So they're
I guess.
not sharing themselves because they're high. And so the only thing they're sharing is the ashtray.
Oh, sure. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm in their secondhand smoke, still just drinking canned Coke, which you specified before. The soda. I don't need a xanny to feel better on designated drives home. Only one who's not stoned. Don't give me a xanny now or never or ever. Can you check the Uber rate? Waking up at sundown, they're late to every party. Nobody's ever sorry. Too inebriated now to dance. Morning as they come down, their pretty heads are hurting. They're awfully bad at learning. Make the same mistakes. Blame circumstance. Huh. Please don't try to kiss me on the sidewalk, on your cigarette break, which goes well with the ashtrays. I can't afford to love someone who isn't dying by mistake in Silver Lake. So then you're saying this is the neighborhood. So it sounds like just growing up in LA, around a bunch of people who are stoned all the fucking time, and they're like too dead to be normal people, I guess.
Well, they choose not to face their problems, and they choose to be the victim and just ignore everything
Let's read this. Here's a quote.
instead of working through it.
This is from an interview. The day we wrote Xanny, the night before, I had been with a group of my friends, and they all got drunk and were throwing up, and I wasn't. They were drooling, throwing up, drinking, kept throwing up, kept drinking more, kept throwing up more, and then kept drinking. What was really weird to me is that nobody cared. The first girl that got drunk and started throwing up, they just held her hair back. She was throwing up everybody. Nobody was fazed. It was so weird. I was like, what, is this normal? That's normal for you guys? Watching my friends become completely not who they were. Watching their personalities crumple up and fall. Huh.
I
Interesting.
can't imagine drinking, throwing up, and then continuing to. Like,
Usually that's the threshold. Well, usually you've
how's your
stopped
stomach,
before then.
right? How's your stomach handle? Well, obviously it doesn't handle more because they keep throwing up.
Yeah.
But I can't, like,
Yeah,
the mental,
no, there's definitely
getting past the mental of, no, I'm going to keep drinking more is like,
they're awfully bad at learning.
Oh.
Make the same mistakes. If you're drinking and then throwing up and then drinking more and then throwing up more and then drinking more, yeah, you're bad.
you know, so I have to really work on myself and my
Oh,
mental
my God.
constitution to make myself go work out. But I feel like they would need the same sort of mental stamina to be like, no, I just drank so much that I barfed, and now I'm going to go do it immediately. Like,
Fuck.
that takes some willpower.
Well, all I'm thinking about is the hangover the next day.
Oh,
God.
the next days.
Oof.
I mean, if you're even sober when you wake up, which you're not going to be.
Production was fucking amazing. Love that distorted, like, sounds like your head's hitting so hard your eyes are shaking inside your skull. I love that sound.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to track 4. I'm excited. This is fantastic. This is called You Should See Me in a Crown. We got a different cover here. It's a crown. Is that a little spider?
There's
Oh,
lots
it's
of
all a
little
bunch of little
spiders.
spiders on there. Interesting. This is the lead single off the album. Dropping in track 4, You Should See Me in a Crown. I've got the bass down because the whole computer desk is just shaking from everything.
Don't bide my time, wearing a warning sign. Wait till the world is mine. Visions of vandalize, cold in my
This is fucking cool, man.
Fell for these ocean eyes. You should see me in a crown.
Oh,
There's nothing to help. Watch me
I gotta do it down
bow
again.
one by one.
Great production.
In a crowd. You say, come over, baby. I think you're pretty.
I love the production now.
I'm not your
These little sounds.
She sounds like she's walking along, and like when she takes a step, she scrapes the top of her foot, like drags it.
The this little.
Watch me make 'em bow one by one.
You just see her like walking down a big huge staircase.
You should see me in your crowd. One by, you should see me in your crowd. Your silence is my favorite sound. Watch me make 'em bow one by one.
Dude, oh my god. I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Dude, this is amazing.
Yeah. Like she doesn't have to threaten because you just look at her and you just go, watch out.
Well, I mean, I'm not even really too worried about the lyrics. I mean, she is saying stuff, but the production is, like, Phineas is crushing it. Crushing it. The sound is so cool. So cool. Love it. Love it. Mm-hmm. The music video of this song is scary. You want to watch the music video?
No.
No?
No, I can barely handle the cover to the album. Probably has E.T. in it for all I know. I'm not
This song was
trusting
in
it.
the FIFA 19 soundtrack. When did this come out? Oh, 19. Okay, yeah.
What's
But look, you should definitely watch the music video. Now we have to. No.
What's the FIFA 19?
That's a soccer video game.
Oh.
Bite my tongue, bide my time, wearing a warning sign. Wait till the world is mine. Visions I vandalize, cold in my kingdom size, fell for those ocean eyes. I think this is a single from her. When I was looking at Wikipedia, just to read a little bit about her, I was more curious about how old she was when all this started. She had a couple, there's like a short EP or something that released before this full album. It had 4 or 5 songs. I think Ocean Eyes was one of them, or the name of one of them. Yeah, her breakout hit, Ocean Eyes. Yeah. See me in a crown. I love that. I mean, she lives in LA. I love that it's called Nothing. This Nothing Town. I love shitting on LA. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just complain about LA.
Yeah.
Your silence is my favorite sound. Count my cards, watch them fall, blood on a marble wall. I like the way they all scream. Tell me which one is worse, lying or living or dying first. Sleeping inside a hearse. I'm not gonna sleep inside a hearse. Well, I guess it'd be fine. It's just a big car. You could outfit it to have lots of sleeping room and it's comfortable.
Yeah, like the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, right. It's fine. Nothing wrong there. Like
It depends on if you have company. Are you sleeping by yourself? Or is there
in the hearse?
something in there?
I don't like where this is going. No economy hearses. No, I'm not going to share my hearse with nobody.
Not like a hostel.
Right. That was legit. I really like that one.
Yeah.
We're 3 for 3
That was
so far.
very powerful.
3 for 3. Let's move on to track 5. All the good girls go to hell. How do you feel about that? All the good girls go to hell.
Well, probably because they're pretending to be good girls, and so they're not.
Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Let's drop in track 5. Here we go. Did I push the button? Or did I break Spotify?
It's going. There it
There
goes.
it goes.
My Lucifer is lonely. Standing there, killing time. Can't commit to anything but a crime. Leaders on vacation, an open invitation. Animals, evidence. Pearly gates look more like a picket fence. Once you get inside, I've got friends but can't invite them. Hills burn in California. My turn to ignore ya. Don't say I didn't warn ya. My Lucifer is lonely.
And I like that little layer on her vocals. There's just a little bit of like a distortion
But just
ripple.
when she's talking about Lucifer.
You know I'm not your friend without some greenery. Walking wearing feathers. Peter should
Again?
know better. Your cover up is caving in.
Is this
Man,
Saint
you're such a
Peter?
fool. Why are we saving
Maybe.
him? Poisoning themselves now, begging for our help. Wow, 'cause even God himself
I like the little.
has
It makes me not trust it.
But that's what's so great about
No,
it.
I know, yeah.
And heaven's at his side. She'll want the devil on her
I like these little bits at the end because it sounds like a couple of kids having fun.
Yeah.
In the outro, she says, "It's me saying I cannot do the snowflake. I don't know if anyone would ever pretend to know what that means because no one should know what that means. I was crocheting a snowflake and I forgot how, and I was in the middle of a take and I stopped." That's funny. WA, thank you. WBA, thank you. Thank you for doing the moderator stuff. I appreciate it. I meant to do some stuff and I sucked. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. There was another live stream I did recently and there was a couple people fucking going crazy. And I feel badly because I should take more moderating steps, but I get all caught up in what I'm doing. I don't want to play fucking hall monitor while listening to music, you know? So thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I like the little things like that, like the snowflake, because it balances it out.
Well, it's...
Because there's heavy things, but then she kind of goes back and... It just makes me believe it more.
Well, I mean, this
Does
is
that make
just...
sense?
Well, I don't really know because, I mean, this is just her, like, in the booth, basically, like, fucking around.
I know, and I like that.
I do like it, too. Yeah. To me, it helps me remember who this person is.
Right.
This kind of young girl, not this, professional megastar, whatever. And, it kind of helps me remember that she's working with her brother to make music, and they're probably having fun doing this because it sounds like they're having fun doing this because the music's pretty fucking fun, honestly. Yeah, it's cool. It kind of keeps it grounded, having these little bits in there. Because there was even this, like, Invisalign thing.
Right? And besides the first one, I don't want to say that the production has been playful or youthful. Like, I don't want to be... I don't want anything to come across as negative, but it
feels fresh to me. It feels different.
Yeah.
Like it feels
like not lighter. I don't know how to describe it.
I just feel to me it feels like somebody making their own shit rather than trying to copy something else.
Yes.
That's what it feels like to me. What are fetters? What are fetters? Shackles. Oh. Metal clamps used to restrain prisoners. Oh, okay. Look at you needing me. You know I'm not your friend without some greenery. Walk in wearing fetters. Peter should know better. It's got to be Peter. Yeah, St. Peter. Okay, yeah. Your cover-up is caving in. Man is such a fool. Why are we saving him? Poisoning themselves now, begging for help now. Wow. So that kind of makes this, because I didn't really understand the whole part of hills burn in California, my turn to ignore you, don't say I didn't warn you. So she's kind of taking on the personification of God. All the good girls go to hell. Because even God herself has enemies. And once the water starts to rise and heaven's out of sight, she'll want the devil on her team. Huh. This is fun to listen to, man.
Yeah.
Very fun to listen to. Standing there killing time. So she's talking about man. Can't commit to anything but a crime. Peter's on vacation, an open invitation. Animals, evidence. Pearly gates look more like a picket fence. Once you get inside them, got friends but can't invite them. Huh. Very cool. Very cool. Well, shall we head on to another banger?
Yes.
This one only has 866 million streams. It's called Wish You Were Gay. Produced by her brother. Here we go. We'll drop it at track 6. Wish You Were Gay.
Baby, I don't feel so good. 6 words you never understood. I'll never let you go. 5 words you never say.
I like the element of fucking around while they're doing this, man. It's cool.
If 3's a crowd and 2 was us, 1 slipped away. I just wanna make you feel okay.
I keep wanting to blast the speakers, and it's just like...
We'll blast it later.
I ate alone at 7, you were 6 minutes away. didn't wanna stay. I just kinda wish you were gay
Shall we click on this real quick?
to spend my
That's long.
Yeah, no, let's just, I think we'll get the answer in the
lack of
movie.
interest and
Listen.
explanation. Don't say I'm not your type. I can't tell you how much I wish I didn't wanna stay.
How much I wish I didn't want to stay.
Right,
I
right.
wish you were
So she is more invested than he is.
And so I think the whole "I wish you were gay" easier to accept the rejection.
Yeah, yep.
wish you were gay.
Or just the detachment,
I just
the lack
Maybe.
of reciprocation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But either way, it's like it makes it easier to accept the lack of reciprocation because it would otherwise we would be together and all this other stuff. You would be into me.
I enjoy her humor.
I do too. Yeah. There's a good mix of just really good fucking music and really cool like vibes and tones being put into these tracks, but at the same time, self-awareness, a little bit of poking fun at myself.
Like recognizing like the last one, not being okay with her surroundings, but not giving into a whole bunch of anger and hate and things like that. Just kind of like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, the one with all the friends, the
The
xanny
one with all the friends, and the one with the last one with the California hills are burning and stuff like that. Just be like,
yeah, right.
what's your guys' problem?
Yeah. And it's kind of sad too, a little bit, right? I just want to make you feel okay,
Right,
but all you do is look the other way.
right.
And of course, the little 12-step, which 12, 11, 10,
Right.
9, 8, 7, 6.
The whole AA, right?
Yeah.
Is it AA?
I don't
has
know
a
what. 8,
12-step
yeah, sure. But
program.
she does the countdown: 11, 10, 9.
Right, but that's what it stems from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wonder if the whole "I ate alone at 7, you were 6 minutes away." If this was like a text, "I'll be there in 6 minutes." In the
Or he
explanation,
lives
video-
6 minutes away.
Yeah, probably. Billy said she made
Yep.
plans to eat with her crush
Yep.
at 7, but he showed up at 9:30, even though he only lives 6 minutes away. That's a sign. That's in the business we call that a red flag. That's a red flag right there. That's a red flag. Oh man.
Or you need to get better at cooking.
Let's see. Her new album is so a lot of people said when if I listen to Billie Eilish, a lot of people said I gotta listen to the new one, the most recent one. But I wanted to start on the first one.
This one's fine.
I wanted to start on the first one.
Why did they say you needed to start on the new one?
I think it's because it's really fucking good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah.
I'd rather start with a not favorite.
Well, I don't know about not favorite, but I just want to hear the first thing that made her. I don't know if this one made her blow up, or if it was the little EP beforehand. But I just want to start from the beginning, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
We're 5 for 5. Let's keep going. Next one's a fucking banger of a banger of a banger. When the Party's Over, 2.2 billion streams.
Well, if this is when the party's over, then there's going to be a whole lot of barfing.
Oh,
If it's
not quite a banger, says Cardboard.
I mean, if she's partying with the same people she was before,
Oh, dude.
it's going to be a mess.
I can tell you, when the party's over for me is when all that shit's happening. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
No,
have
you
fun
leave
puking all
before that.
over the place. I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Oh, when the Jaeger bombs come out,
Oh,
that's
God.
when you leave.
Well, you can't when you're in the desert.
Oh, I can.
All right, let's drop into 7.
Just disappear.
When the party's over. Here we go. And she's crying. This might be a sad song.
Is that her?
Well, it's a picture of a lady with the tears. So that's going to be my baseline assumption.
So we went from talking about Peter to now we have like hymns.
Good for you.
Maybe. Yeah.
I've learned to lose. You can't afford to. Torment
This does have kind of a hymn quality to it, though. You're right.
Like it like, say I like it like that, like it like that. Like it like, say I like it like that.
I may have heard this chorus before somewhere. That sounds familiar, that part.
Don't you know too much already? I'll only hurt you if you let me.
I have heard this before. I don't know where or when.
So many of these songs so far have sounded like they would fit beautifully into movies.
Closer, and I could like, say I like it like that, like it like that.
Oh my goodness, listening to this song in the car with the music blaring, and so it's all like surrounding you.
Let's just let it go.
You gonna bump this in the whip?
Let me let you.
Perfect response. Perfect. Thank you for that. Thank you.
You're gonna tell me what it is?
No, not now.
Quiet when I'm coming home and I'm
It's not what my car is named. I wouldn't be able to drive. I'd start crying.
But yeah, I was gonna say you shouldn't listen to this when you're driving. You'll just start crying. Beautiful song. This whole album is fucking phenomenal, man.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna listen to this on the way to work, show up.
Nicki Minaj sampled this song on Pink Friday 2. That's probably why I remember hearing that. Because Pink Friday 2, it opened with a song that used the Billie Eilish track. I always say Irish instead of Irish. Anyway, and I remember I listened to that album and everyone was all mad about that opening track. Everyone was super mad because Nicki didn't do anything to change it. She basically just like, and apparently there was something fucking going on with TikTok at the time, and so everyone was all like mad.
But that could go really nicely on the. I mean,
Whatever.
I don't know what song.
Whatever. I'm just saying that's where I heard it from.
Okay.
Somebody just said it was on Pink Friday 2. That's where I heard it from.
Because depending on how she used it, I mean, that could go really well with a Nicki Minaj song, depending on which one.
But that was one of the reasons why people were upset was. It was kind of like teased. Oh, she's working with Billie. Oh my God, she's gonna have a collab, but it wasn't a collab. They just used the chorus and put it in the song, and that was it. So it was pretty like misleading, essentially. This collaboration with Billie Eilish and whatever.
Doesn't she like to stir up drama?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. All I'm saying is what happened. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a fucking opinion. I don't have opinions no more. I'm kind of trying to get out of the opinion range as I post album reviews, by the way. Dude, you should see. You should
get out of the opinion
You
range.
should see how all the fucking people. Because Drake released a new track. I was telling you about this the other day. He released a new track on 4th
Yes.
of July, and it's just like if you go on Twitter, it's fucking obnoxious. Like,
Let's not start with Drake.
just-
Let's keep this civil.
Right.
And let's stick with.
people, it's ridiculous. Like
Let's-
you just can't talk about it.
I
No
know.
one's allowed to talk about it.
Let's just not even go there.
yeah.
Let's. This was nice and lighthearted and all this stuff. I'm enjoying myself.
And let's not start with Twitter either. Good call, Claspers. Yes.
Yes.
Everyone's right. You guys, both of you are right. You're right, and Claspers is
Right.
right.
With your opinions that you don't have. Right.
No, I'm just trying to like stay out of it basically as much as I can. Obviously, I'm gonna have opinions, but some of the shit, like I just don't understand all the arguing because you either like a song and listen to it, or you don't and you don't listen to it. Right?
Yeah, but people like to argue.
Yeah, you do. They really
They
do.
like to argue.
They really do.
So.
Let's talk about this track a little bit. She had something about red shirt or what are you reading? What?
I'm reading everything.
Oh, okay. Do you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose you, can't afford to. Tore my shirt to stop you bleeding. So okay.
You rip off your shirt, use it as a bandage.
Yeah, right. But nothing ever stops you leaving.
So she tried.
Right.
It goes back to what she was saying in the previous one.
Quiet when I'm coming home and I'm on my own, I could say I like it. I could lie and say I like it like that.
Mm-hmm. But he won't move in even though he's 6 minutes away.
Do you know too much already? I'll only hurt you if you let me. call me friend, but keep me closer. And then it had this whole call me back part, which I found it intriguing because we're friends, but we're close friends. But does that imply this person won't call back? Like, I'm calling you, but you never call me back. And you'll call me back. We're friends, we're close, but you don't call me back. That kind of a thing. Maybe. Who knows?
Like a booty call sort of situation.
No, I don't think a booty call, but like a one-sided relationship where one person is putting all the effort in and the other person is doing nothing. And I'll call you when the party's over. But nothing is better sometimes once we both said our goodbyes. Let's just let it go. Let me let you go. Huh. Beautiful song.
So it's a continuation of the last one.
Maybe. I think it's just I like the style, the pacing of it. It's just her kind of, it feels like a digestion. I have to acknowledge what this relationship actually is. I have to acknowledge how it's affecting me. You know, I could lie and say I like it, but it is a lie. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Is chat going crazy? I'm not really paying attention
Yeah.
to chat.
I don't know, but it looks like it.
All right. Well, let's move on. This is track 8. It's called 8. Don't get distracted.
I'm looking at the 8. What am I getting distracted by?
Oh, I thought you were looking at chat. Because we got chat
I
right
was.
there.
There was a bunch going on, but then it looks like a bunch of nonsense. And so I was like, I'll let you guys handle it.
People are getting banned too. Good.
I know.
Good.
There's all
Fucking
sorts of drama.
Blow them out, y'all. Blow them out. Produced by Phineas. I think the whole album is that. I don't know if she does any. I'm sure she has some sort of say in the production and the style. I'm sure. Or at
Yeah,
minimum,
she said to throw in the thing about snowflakes. Her crochet project.
All right, here's track 8.
Wait a minute.
Oh, she started playing ukulele at age 6.
Oh, how fun.
Don't care, but can you listen? I came committed. Guess I overdid it.
Her voice is kind of creeping me out, though.
Heart out on a chain
It sounds like
around my
young child voice.
Yeah, like down the hallway.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
So I think I better go.
She changed it.
I never really know how to please you. You're looking at me like I'm see-through, but you said it so sadly, so I did the best I could, not thinking you would have left me gladly.
Not thinking you would have left me
I know
gladly.
you're not sorry. Why should you be? 'Cause who am I to be in love when your love never is for me? I never really know how to please you. You're looking at me like I'm see.
Perfectly timed YouTube subscription.
I guess I'm gonna go. I just never know how you feel. Do you even feel anything?
Huh.
All right, I have ideas.
Okay, go ahead. What's your idea?
It seems like she has her childlike self going into the relationship, having
Yeah.
certain expectations,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
comes out the other side older and
Yeah.
wiser, and you can see on certain words when there's overlap, and she's going like growing between the two, or the hopeful, naive younger self.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. That first
Not
verse
younger,
was,
but naive versus wiser.
Yes. It's because that first verse was the younger voice.
Was the
essentially. Wait a
naive
minute, let
one.
me finish. I know you don't care, but can you listen?
Right. Trying
Yeah.
and thinking
And
that
not-
that'll make a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I came committed, guess I overdid it. Wore my heart out on a chain around my neck, but now it's missing. And then you get into the chorus, which is the voice change. So I think I better go. I really know how to please you. Looking at me like I'm see-through. Yeah. Do you even feel anything?
Right. And there were a couple words where it was both of them, and it was like,
Oh, was there?
yeah.
I didn't notice
Yeah,
that.
there were a couple specific. This one was
Like both?
both a
Which-
little bit leaning towards the naive one.
Which kind of makes sense,
Yeah.
right? You still have you still have your younger inner child at some point, hopefully, right? It's not completely crushed.
The hope versus the not.
Yeah, I like the little refrain section. Again, it feels like just a person digesting these things, taking time to let the feeling go through and just kind of process and just chew on it a bit, and just come out on the other side. You said, don't treat me badly, but you said it so sadly. So I did the best I could, not thinking you would have left me gladly. I know you're not sorry. Why should you be? Because who am I to be in love when your love is never for me? That's sad. And I wonder if 8 is related to her age. Like if the younger voice is her, like maybe she had her first crush on somebody at the age of 8 or something.
Did she have a parent leave?
I don't think so. I don't know about her parents. I think her parents are together. I think actually both her parents are like actors or something. Anyway, I think. I swear all these songs get shorter the more you listen to them. That's probably true. I mean, they're not very long. They're all about 3 minutes. Her parents aren't together. Okay. All these songs are short, 3 minutes. There's a couple, the longest one's almost 5. That's the longest song. 4 minutes, 2.5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.5, 3, 3. These are quick songs.
Well, that could definitely be an elementary school romance.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But then I wonder if something happened later in life where she almost is like remembering her first crush, remembering how she felt, that kind of a thing, right? You know how you girls are. All right, let's go to 9. This is called My Strange Addiction.
That's way too simple.
What's way too
Someone
simple?
said that it's 8 songs, so 8 could be why it's called 8.
Well, it is the 8th track. Yeah,
That's way too easy.
it is easy.
So that might be it.
Well, it could be, yeah. Yeah. What do you want to call this? I don't know.
8.
Well, where do you want to put it in the album? Let's call it, put it on track 8.
I'm just trying to finish my crochet.
Yeah, she's trying to do her snowflake thing.
Yes.
Okay, let's drop into 9. Here's My Strange Addiction. I know you don't like the picture, but this helps me when I'm doing timestamps.
Okay.
Later, okay.
No, Billy, I haven't done that dance since my wife died.
There's a whole crowd of people out there who need to learn how to do the scar.
This is The Office. Threat Level at Midnight was a movie that they made from The Office. Well, in The Office. Anyway, it's a whole thing. You gotta watch it. It's amazing.
Cool. To be talking to you, but I don't know. Should've taken a break, not an Oxford comma. Take what I want, and I want you. Bad news. One of us is gonna lose. I'm the powder, you're the fuse. Just add some friction. You are my strange addiction.
Yep. Catchy.
My strange addiction.
Michael Scott is the main character in Threat Level Midnight, played by Michael Scott. Steve Carell.
Oh, then
Oh, it's so good.
I'm sure it's quality.
It's amazing. Cool song, man. Catchy, easy to listen to, good beat. References Michael Scarn.
My strange addiction.
Checks all the boxes.
Can't explain my symptoms or my pain, but you are my strange addiction.
That's pretty good reaction. Pretty cool. Right?
I love that she's just putting all these samples from The Office in. This is fucking amazing.
My strange addiction. My block is
Oh shit. That's too fucking funny, man. Too funny.
But you are my strange addiction.
Grow up. Bob, no offense, but I never imagined a boomer to listen to this music. I'm not a fucking boomer, bro. Not a boomer. That's an insult. I'm triggered and stuff. I'm triggered. Triggered. That's a great track. This has just been so, I don't want to say like so easy to listen to because that implies that it's like simple, but I said it early and it's just been consistent. I like the amount of space that exists in the production. There's some cool songs, some catchy songs, some good beats, good sound effects. That one that had like that really good distortion. Xanny, I think it was. I think it was Xanny. But it's all been so clean. Like, I really appreciate what Phineas has done in terms of production of having some stuff to hear and some stuff to keep it interesting and listening. Still catchy, and then that's it. You know?
Yeah.
Not just throwing a bunch of shit in there and here's all the sound and trying to make it like pop overload. Because I feel like the sound that we have so far really pairs well with Billie and her vocal style, her vocal presence is kind of like sultry. I was going to say silky, but not,
sometimes,
like
not all the
smoky.
time. She's fairly versatile.
Yeah, that one that was kind of like a choir hymn song. Yeah, she was pretty high up in the range.
I like that the album so far has been versatile. I could sit down and really listen to it, or I could just put it on and not listen to it, just kind of hum along.
So there was one thing on that preview page, like the first page that had like the different quotes. That's not the lyrics, but remember I told you read that section and read that section.
Okay, yeah.
There was another one where she said something along the lines of, it's got 14 songs and I want to have fans of 14 different genres listen to it and every one of them likes at least one song.
Oh, how fun.
So she is trying, they are trying for like a range of style, I guess.
But they flow together nicely.
Yeah.
It's not like you've, well,
I will say this though, where's my metal jam?
well, we still have a couple more.
Where's my metal jam, Billie? I need some metal.
I don't know if I'd want metal with this.
Why not? We always want metal. Always.
No. No, we
There's so
don't.
many times I can't listen to what I want to listen to because she'll just be like, do you have to listen to this right now? It's like, I kind of need to. Yeah, I kind of need to listen to the metal. Yeah, right now. Yeah, right now.
And I don't always want to listen to something that's just like shaking me constantly.
Why not? It's fun. What? It's fun. Okay, let's move on to track 10. This is a big one. This is 1.1 billion streams. Bury a friend, not Mary. Bury a friend.
So is she going to completely take him out, or is he going to OD?
Oh, I don't know. But either way, you're going to need a shovel. Yeah. All right, here we go. Jumping in track 10. Bury a friend.
Billie.
Oh, I like it already.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know?
Again, the production and the voice, the vocal, it's just a good blend, man.
When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Bury a friend, try to wake up. Cannibal class, killing the sun.
Cool, man. It's just cool.
Bury a friend. I wanna end me.
Whoa.
That's what it sounds like when my ears are plugged
I
up.
wanna end me.
A little bit of bass coming through the microphone, y'all. Sorry.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? And my limbs are frozen, my eyes won't close.
That's sleep paralysis right there.
Okay.
Can't see, you know.
Careful.
Step on the glass, staple your tongue.
I like this one, man. It's fucking cool too, dude.
Try to wake up. What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? all fall asleep. Where do we go?
Yeah, I like that one, man. I like that one. I like that one. It's weird. There's a little bit of like.
Oh, that's the next one.
It's a build up into the next one. Yeah, a little transmission. Why do you ask about the religious background?
Because she mentioned it. It was so prolific in that one song, and then if you go down, you could say, what are the classes that you take as a Catholic?
I don't know.
The ones you do, catechism.
Okay.
So catechism class, and I'm not trying to badmouth Catholics.
Well, she's saying cannibal class.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you take communion, you're supposed to be eating a cracker, which is supposed to be
right, the flesh.
signifying.
Right. And here's
Jesus
killing
is
the son.
Killing the son, signifying your. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure,
that's
sure.
why I said cannibal class, as in catechism.
Yeah.
Before you take your first communion, which would be. I'm not saying it's cannibalistic, but that's where I got that, and so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, no, I think you're picking up on something right there.
That's why I was wondering. But somebody said that they didn't think that. Yeah, she's not. A couple people have said that they weren't. She's
She's not very religious.
Yeah.
But it could still potentially mean that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's potential there.
Right.
Especially this whole killing the sun, because if I read that, I go, I don't know what the fuck. Step on the glass, tape. I don't know what any of this shit means, right? Bury a friend, try to wake up.
Step on the glass. I don't know. The only, if I'm going through just religious references, when you, if you're Jewish and you get married, then you stomp on the glass
sure.
together.
Mm-hmm.
The staple your tongue thing, I don't know.
That's just something people do in their spare time. I like having you on these things. You react well. I don't really react a whole lot, right? Well, I guess I do a little bit, but like you do a good job of reacting to shit like that. Good job. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Like,
Keep you in the dark. What had you expected? Me to make you my art and make you a star and get you connected. I'll meet you in the park. I'm calm and collected. But we knew right from the start that you'd fall apart because I'm too expensive. It's probably something that shouldn't be said out loud. Honestly, I thought that I would be dead by now. Calling security to keep my head held down. Bury the hatchet or bury your friend right now. Let's read this. Billie says she decided to write from perspective of her own monster. Okay. The song is literally from the perspective of the monster under my bed.
right. So she'll just ignore the problem or just completely obliterate her friend.
Well, if you put yourself in that mindset, what is this creature doing or feeling? So that makes that's kind of interesting. What do you want from me? Why don't you run for me? Oh, interesting. So if it's from the perspective of the monster, this is the monster looking at her going, how come you're not running? Why are you looking at me all curious? What is it that you want to know? Why aren't you scared of me?
Right.
So that's kind of neat. I like that. That's cool.
That kind of came up in the book series that I'm reading. That's one of the things that they struggle with is that the inner monster that they don't want to show people because it's like the ugliness and stuff they can't control and everything like that.
Well, I think the monster would be the sleep paralysis demon.
The things that she dreams about.
No, when you wake up in sleep paralysis and you're awake, but you can't move, there's often a association of feeling a presence in the room, like a dark, not friendly presence in the room. So that would be the monster. So the monster in this is the perspective of the sleep paralysis demon watching her sleep. But instead of her being freaked out, the monster's looking at her going, why aren't you running? Why are you looking at, why aren't you wondering? What is it that you want to...
Okay.
So like, if you're the monster and you, I've sleep paralyzed you. Wait, you're not afraid and you're curious. You want to know more. What's going on? That kind of a thing.
That's neat.
And then it kind of puts another spin on the question of when we fall asleep, where do we go? Because if you're a sleep paralysis monster and then the person wakes up and you're the monster, you go, They were just here, and now
Right.
they're gone, right?
Right.
You know, maybe. I don't know. I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. Let's read this first verse from that idea now. Say it, spit it out. What is it exactly you're paying? Is the amount cleaning you out? Am I satisfactory? Today I'm thinking about the things that are deadly, the way I'm drinking you down like I want to drown, like I want to end me.
So that's the monster talking or her?
I'm assuming it's the monster because this person, whoever this is with the deep
Right,
voice,
right.
come here,
Yeah.
listen. That's probably supposed to personify the monster. I'm assuming.
Okay.
Me to make you my art and make you a star and get you connected. So I wonder if that is supposed to be like, making a deal with the devil type of a thing. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, they all just talking about other shit?
I don't know.
Let's see. Sparkle's got. I just read that Billy once as a child was very religious, even though her family wasn't. But that eventually faded. Oh, okay. Well, let's keep going. Cool track. I like that one.
I'm not going to be listening to that one in the dark.
Why not?
Because
You're afraid of the monster?
I'll be busy reading.
Okay. This one's called, I guess it's called Ilomilo. That's how I'll say it.
Sure.
Ilomilo. This is track
Fabulous.
11. 2.5 minutes. Quick little banger. Here we go.
Told you not to worry.
Oh, I like
But
the...
maybe that's a lie.
I'm trying to figure out who her voice reminds me
Honey,
of.
what's your hurry? Won't you stay inside? Remember not to get too close to stars. They're never gonna give you love like ours.
Cool production. Again, man.
Where did you go? I should know, but it's cold and I don't wanna be lonely. So show me the way home.
Got some...
Where did you go? I should know, but it's cold and I don't wanna be lonely. So tell me.
I like this one a lot. Great tone. Fucking cool production.
It's just a lie.
The Joker.
Oh, Harley Quinn.
This seems like it would be a soundtrack or something for when Harley Quinn is walking around.
What she's listening to while she's bashing in windows with a baseball bat.
Yeah, or just like walking down the street. Yes.
No, but it's cold and I don't wanna be lonely. Was hoping you'd come home.
Yeah, that was great. Whoever said this is my favorite one, Sparkle. Yeah, this is fucking great song. Great song. Great production. I almost feel like I'm more of a Phineas fan than Billie Eilish, man. Like, I mean, Billie's great. They're great together, but goddamn, the production's just been so cool to listen to.
I don't think you could really have one without the other.
No,
They
I don't think so
complement each
either.
other
Yeah.
so well
Yep.
that
Yep.
I think by themselves.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure they would be great by themselves, but together, it's really
Well, and like I can't imagine any other artist on these beats
no.
because they'd probably it just doesn't work.
No.
Like it doesn't work.
No.
Man. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. to
No,
listen to.
even as much as I like Kenny, I don't think it wouldn't work.
Kenny.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's the only other producer name I could think
What do
of.
you think of?
I'm just trying to names drop, and that's the only one I have in my head.
But what's cool with Kenny too is like, yeah, he's got a sound. Like you hear it and you go, oh,
Yes.
that sounds like Kenny Beats right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And then you hear, whoa,
I
Kenny.
know, and I just couldn't like the Whoa Kenny would not go in anything of this at all.
Yeah. Well, let's read the summary real quick. Here, let's go down a little bit.
They say that Phineas has a couple solo albums.
Oh, no kidding. They're pretty good. Yeah, I bet they're pretty good. Yeah. References a 2010 puzzle game of the same name where the players must unite Ilo and Milo, small round characters with separate ends. Oh, it's pronounced ilomilo. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Try not to upset you, let you rescue me the day I met you. I just wanted to protect you, but now I'll never get to. I wonder again if this is all about the sleep paralysis thing. The lines, where was it? Something about bury you. Shit. I had it and I lost it right here. The friends I've had to bury, they keep me up at night. Some I couldn't love. Said I couldn't love someone because I might break if you're going to die, not by mistake. Those lyrics have come up previously. Referencing burying a friend, which we just listened to. 2 tracks. Or no, yeah, last track. Xanny. Yeah, it was on Xanny. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the way she writes too, it makes it a little tough just because she's definitely talking about something, but she keeps it just vague enough to where it's like, okay, it's straightforward, and it's probably about someone, but she keeps all those finer details out and just lets it be a kind of a general, you and this and what have you, and nothing too specific.
Yeah, she does a good job of putting enough of herself into it, but allowing the listener to take what they want, which is something Beyonce would do a bunch on hers. That's something that we talked about when we listened to whatever the last one was.
Oh, Cowboy Carter? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There were a few songs where she put in some of herself, but not so much that you couldn't make it your own.
Yeah, keeping the relatability there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool track, man. Fuck, this is a great album. Great album. And what's crazy is people say the new one's better. The most recent one's the masterpiece, apparently.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. All right, this is track 12, Listen Before I Go. This is a 4-minute banger. Whew, we're going to have to take a break halfway through. 4 minutes. Jeepers. All right, here we go. Drop it in. Track 12.
My eyes all twitchy.
Oh, is it? You doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take me to the rooftop. I wanna see the world when I stop breathing.
I do like this style of her vocals.
Tell me love is endless.
It sounds incredibly familiar, but I can't pinpoint it, and I don't want to put her into a box and say, oh, she's trying to be so-and-so,
Like you do.
because I just enjoy it by itself.
Yeah.
If you need
Turn it up a little bit.
Sorry, I don't know them. Sorry, there's no way. Sorry, that's what a year-long take.
I love these sounds that come in, man.
I'm not okay. I feel so scattered. Don't say I'm more than matters. Leave me.
Huh.
Deja vu. If you need
I really like that little at the end.
wanna see me.
It's amazing how much something like that can say.
Hurry. Call my friends and tell them that I love
This just makes me think about that Drunk History episode.
and
Which one?
He calls his girlfriend,
Oh,
says,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I love you, I'm gonna miss you.
call my friends and tell them that I love them and I'll miss them. Sorry.
Good song, man. Oh, and that's probably like the police coming to, like, maybe if she took a bunch of pills or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Song centered around suicide. Yeah. It's around suicide. warning her lover to hurry up, listen to her before she kills herself. It premiered a show in Melbourne. The song was speculated to be titled Listen, but she later shared in a comment on Instagram, listen before I go. Although she has made public her struggles with depression, the song isn't necessarily about her life experience, but could be an artifact of her songwriting process. You don't have to go through anything to write about it, which I agree with, yeah.
And that sort of depression and things like that, not to trivialize it, but for girls at that age, it's relatively common.
You just feel shit, huh?
Oh, it's so easy to get wrapped up in all of that, and your brain chemistry is all messed up to begin with.
You don't
Girls
have to,
can get into that.
yeah, you don't have to go through anything to write about it, or you can go through everything and write about something else. It's sort of like telling a story. You can write about something you've done, you can write about something your friend's done, or you want to do, or you're used to do, or whatever, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just about depression and what can come out of depression, which is not pretty good. When this comes out, I don't want it to break you down. I want it to bring you to me, and I don't, be like a mental hug. What I'm really trying to do is let my words be your words and stay ours. Cool. I did find myself, I don't want to say not taking it seriously, because I don't want to, what's not devalue, but like, there's a word I'm trying to think of, I can't think of. Basically, because trivialize. I don't want to trivialize what she's doing here, because I think what she's doing here is pretty powerful and pretty dramatic. But at the same time, the rest of the album has been so fun. For the most part, in my mind, even some of the serious stuff has had little elements of like playing around in it.
Right.
That when I get here, I'm just not in a take it super serious mode when I get here after the other songs.
From a I've been a teenage girl perspective.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The other ones where she was being serious, it was almost like she was not counterbalancing it, but handling the situation with the humor.
Mm-hmm.
Like crochet and knitting are a way of calming yourself.
Yeah, sure.
The repetitive movements and everything. This is one of the first ones where it didn't have any humor involved, and so it's actually just embracing.
So she's like in it. Okay.
Which
Alright.
it's easy for me when I was this age. It was a strange, like almost obsessive wallowing in those feelings to get completely immersed in that melancholy.
Yeah, right.
I don't understand why, but it was something that I gravitated towards a lot.
I did the same thing, man. I was going through some shit when I was in the Navy.
I
and
wasn't
was
going through anything, and I
Oh.
was still.
I wasn't going through
I wasn't
anything.
going through anything.
Everything's fine, but I'm fucking in it right now. I'm feeling it, y'all.
Nothing, and I was still drawn to this.
Oh, it's funny.
Like drawn to this. I wasn't depressed, but I almost reveled in those sorts of feelings.
Yeah, sure.
And so for me, I don't know if it was a brain chemistry thing or I don't know what it was.
Maybe
but
it's just something you got to go through a little bit. Just really feeling certain things, Maybe.
maybe.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Good song.
Mm-hmm.
Good song. Let's see. Bob gets no bitches.
That's right. He doesn't.
I do want to read the
Just
comment now.
One.
I know a lot of people watch you because of the sex appeal, but I think you offer a lot more than that. You have maybe think differently about so many songs. Okay. It's really hard to take you seriously right now because of your fucking name. But I'll just take it at surface value and say thank you, and I appreciate it. Let's go to track 13. It's called I Love You. Is this going to be... People are saying it gets super sad after this.
Well, it already got super sad.
You gonna cry? You think you're gonna cry? You got 7 more minutes to make it through to not cry.
I'm concerned about the goodbye one.
Don't make me cry.
Oh, you already almost did
When?
earlier.
Oh, at the very, 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 very,
Yep.
very beginning. Yeah, you heard me. She's known me long enough to hear my voice change. Just
It wasn't puberty that was happening.
okay. How do you know? Maybe it was. Maybe I'm.
I'm not going to tell them how I know.
All right, let's fucking move on, huh? Hurry, quick. This is track 13. I love you. 1.1 billion streams. Then this is the longest one off the album too, almost 5 minutes.
It's not true. Tell me I've been lied to. Crying isn't like you.
Ah, I like the ooh at the end.
What the hell did I do? Never been the type to. I love you.
So this is supposed to be a dream.
I don't want to.
I don't necessarily, it's supposed to be a dream.
Well, that's what, at the beginning, each song is a dream, right?
I don't remember now.
Up all night. Didn't mean to make you cry.
This is a good one. This is a good one.
You didn't mean to say I love you.
I like that swell
Yeah.
that comes with I love you.
Yeah.
That would mimic that feeling that you would have
Yeah.
when someone would say it. It makes your chest get tight.
Yeah.
The smile
Don't be heartless.
Yeah, right.
even when you felt like dying.
Huh.
You know, I was thinking a lot of times with these albums, there's a story. And then by this point in listening to the album, I've become completely immersed. Like when I'm reading a book and get completely into it. And then I don't have control over where my feelings are going. And I'm just completely at the mercy of the artist. And
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, the story's there, but it's quiet. I can do this. I'm not completely.
I can do this. I can make it. I can make it.
I haven't been completely taken prisoner or whatever. My emotions haven't been hijacked,
This one I like a lot. I like this one a lot.
and I was almost wrong.
I like that her brother's singing too. That's great. You know, the previous track, you know, I was mentioning how I had a little bit harder time taking it seriously just because there'd been so much playfulness leading up to this. This one in particular feels more of like a counterbalance to the playfulness. Like you were saying before, you know, saying things and kind of going through things, but also kind of like, you know, brushing it off with some humor and this. This one, there's no brushing it off. This one feels very sincere, very genuine, and just feels honest. You know, very honest. I love the other one too. Listen before I go, but this one, especially since
This one, it seems like it would be one that you can connect with more than the previous one.
sure, just in a general sense in terms of like the concept, the topics, right? Because I'm not really thinking about suicide, so sure. But basically, because there's been so many previous tracks where it's like we're good friends, but you always
Right.
look away. I wish you were gay, and
Right.
we're close and super close, but call me back, but you don't call me back. Just all these little things feel like all those like breadcrumbs have added up to this.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the actual central feeling where everything else is spinning off.
The reason why she was having such a difficult time in the first ones
Yeah,
is
right.
because
Here we go.
of this.
Here's the core.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So this one I like a lot because of that. It feels like that central core that everything else is spiraling
Right.
off of.
Right. It doesn't have the what's it called when you do something to placate your anxiety?
Xanax?
No.
Cocaine.
No.
Watch E.T.?
You're not helpful.
I listed all three of your favorite things. What? First you take your Xanax, then you get a little she gets a little drowsy. So then she has to do
No.
some cocaine to kind of
It's
get out of it.
It's not a compensator. It's not a like a self-soothe sort of thing. I don't remember the term. I'll remember it tonight at 3 a.m.
You're going to be awake at 3 a.m., huh?
Well, I'm going to wake up and say that's what it was.
You're going to turn on the computer and start the stream. It was this word, you guys. This word. Okay.
It's right there.
There's one more track. It's called Goodbye. This one's probably super light, upbeat, happy. Thanks, y'all, for listening. Hope you enjoyed that. You think?
Oh, yes.
Totally.
100%.
Totally.
She's so not going to be saying goodbye to the person at the beginning that she was saying she needed to say goodbye to and blah, 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 blah.
All right. Here we go. Final track. Goodbye.
What is that word?
It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes long. Right?
What's the word?
The goodbye. That's the word. Goodbye. Right there. See? Right there. It's on the screen.
No.
Yes, it is. Right there. Here we go. We're going to play the song. You're not going to think of the word.
I'm not going to think of the word. Gosh darn it.
I want to get it just right. Oh, this is all the lyrics from the album. This is the line from each song going backwards.
That's neat.
That's the third track.
Four,
That's the
five,
fourth track.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 13 would be goodbye. Oh, we got 14. No, the first one doesn't count.
Yeah, right. 12. So call it 12. Maybe it is a dream. Maybe this is waking up and
Right.
remembering fragments from the dream.
And coming back. Like zooming in.
I like that, like super heavy bass dropout. Let's click on this. The verse
Oh,
combines
you were
lyrics
right.
from each of the previous songs in reverse
You
order.
were right.
I am
yes.
the number one victory champion.
So it went from slowly zooming out to zooming all the way back in and coming back.
Maybe. Let's go to the interview. Here's the interview on MTV. I don't like when albums just end. I don't like when a song just ends an album and then nothing feels like it's actually over. I really wanted something to feel like a finish line, to feel like a period. So the idea was to have that "Please Don't Leave Me" be right at the beginning, and then basically the rest of the song is every single song on the album starting from the bottom to the top. And then when it gets to the top, it just kind of dies down and feels like it's a goodbye. Huh. That's cool, man. It's cool. Cool with
I
that.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate when the story ends in an album, but I also really like it when an album ends and it easily loops back into the beginning.
Yeah, it probably could loop right into the beginning.
But I do,
Yeah.
I do appreciate
with
an
the
ending.
Invisalign comment. Of all things,
I
right?
do appreciate the ending because it lets me go.
Yeah, it does do that in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
It does kind of usher you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh. Huh.
Like taking off the leash almost.
WBA, look at this. It's a pretty good Teenage Headspace album, honestly. WBA, look at you, man. Good for you. You're almost being open-minded over there, sir. I caught you right there. A fucking textual message you sent that. You said somebody's probably at his computer. It's. I've listened to this album when you had hair. No, you didn't. I haven't had hair for decades. Decades.
It's
so
true.
Take that.
It's been a while.
Huh. Well, what'd you think of Billie Eilish?
I like her.
That was fucking cool,
Yes.
man.
Yes,
That
I'm
was
definitely
cool.
listening to this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if we can, I don't know when, but it would be fun to do the new one, the most recent one together. I don't know how long it is.
I don't want to watch the videos.
We could watch it right now.
No.
We could. We have the technology. The other one's 10 tracks, 44 minutes. Cool, man. Yeah, very cool. I'm glad we listened to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
People were cranky with me when I did the Addison Rae reaction because I was wasting my time, which is kind of accurate, honestly.
Who's Addison
That was
Rae?
the most recent one I did, like the pop one.
The
this-
TikTok one?
Yeah, this
Oh.
is when Israel and Iran were shooting fucking missiles at each other, and I was stressing out, so I
Oh.
had to shove myself into music to think about anything
So you
else.
listen to...
I listened to mid rather than listening to good.
4 mid? Or 5 mid?
No, I mean, honestly, that album was fine. It was fine. People are, I don't know if they don't like it, but I mean, I thought it was fine.
I don't think I've heard it. I don't
didn't-
think
I listened
you
to
played it for
I
me.
listened to it twice and went, okay.
I would listen to this much more than
Oh,
twice.
yeah. I would definitely listen to this more than twice.
Yeah.
Too hollis now. Addison Rae is amazing. I don't know about amazing. She's fine. There's some cool songs on there. That's about as far as I'll go.
You hurt his feelings.
He hurt my feelings because he's saying I get no bitches, but that's true.
You don't.
I don't get no bitches. How come I don't get no bitches?
Because.
Because. All right. Well, y'all, that's fucking cool. I'm gonna call myself a Billie Eilish fan. I've been a Billie Eilish fan forever. Ever since this stream started, I've been a Billie Eilish fan. Yeah, I mean for fucking longest time. Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. This makes total sense to me. Why?
No music videos.
No music videos, huh?
If they're going to be as creepy as a couple of them at the beginning were,
A couple of them by the one album cover picture.
no. There were a couple songs that were all
Oh.
creepy and walking down the long hallway, all sketchy, like, watch out because your toes are going to get bit.
All right, we're going to shut it down, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the surprise bonus stream reaction time. That's good. That was good. It's been a while. The last one was that Love Deluxe, I think, by Sade. And I don't even remember when that was. I think that was last year.
Really?
It might have been the beginning of this year. I don't know. Time is a blur these days. Time is a blur. Did I hear the new A$AP Rocky single? No. I did do a reaction to the 4 JID tracks, the Prelux, but I just did that for Patreon. I didn't post that on YouTube. I'm just going to leave it on Patreon. This will post on YouTube and Patreon, of course. All right, y'all. Well, take care. We'll see you soon. Have a good rest of your weekend.